Gaming History 101.
Alright, what's up guys, and welcome to Gaming History 101's, it should have been a lost treasure of gaming, but unfortunately, well, it's not really unfortunate. Basically this week, Sid and Sean had Mark Trammell, a very great interview. I highly recommend everyone go check it out. But they had him on the show to talk about Smash TV. As you, if you follow the series, may remember, about 2 weeks ago, I did Smash TV because they didn't have a Lost Treasure of Gaming show, and they featured Mark Trammell on there. So anyway, so what you're seeing here is Star Wars Rebel Strike, which is Rogue Squadron 3 on the GameCube. Showing off some, again, I'm upscaling this to 720p, but it's showing off some footage from the movie that's in decent quality, especially for the GameCube. I don't know. Anyway, this was right when movies could start looking like movies because of near DVD technology, or DVD technology as it were. On the GameCube, not so much the case. Anyway, I've got a review and everything live of Rebel Strike, or going live of Rebel Strike, but one of the most interesting features of Rebel Strike, which I talk about in the review, is the special features section, which has various things, but one of those things is an arcade. And that's where we get to what we're doing today, which is you can be Darth Vader and you can play the arcade games from Star Wars past. You have Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and The Empire Strikes Back. So, obviously Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back are vector graphics-based games. Empire Strikes Back was actually just a conversion, and then Return of the Jedi is its own thing by Atari. But all of these developed by Atari, so let's just jump right into it because I have some fun with it. And here is a near perfect, if not perfect, rendition of the original arcade game. So here we go.
Red 5 standing by.
Ah, I love this sound. And let's see, we'll go medium. Why not? And again, maybe nothing impressive to you out there now, but back in the day, this was fantastic.
I'm hit, but not bad. R2, see what you can do with it.
With the graphics
I'm on the leader.
and the TIE fighters, it's fantastic.
Red 5, I'm going in.
Alright, and then we have the Death Star Trench Run. Here we go. Oh, this is the surface. Forgot about the surface. When you play on medium, you have the surface defenses to deal with before you go make your trench run. And what you basically want to do is just stop things from hitting you. You can take the tops off the turrets like I'm doing here. And again, this was a late 70s arcade game. So the goal is definitely to get the highest score. But right now, I'm just trying to stay alive so that I can hopefully demo for you. Yeah, the trench run. Here we go. So with the trench run, you had to avoid both the obstacles and, of course, the bullet fire. Whoa. And then eventually, you'll get to the point where you can go for it. Oh no. I missed the exhaust port. I didn't even realize it was there because I wasn't realizing the graphics I was looking at. Ah, and there's a game over. But like again, with the music, with the sounds you're hearing, these were all really big deal. God, I still love playing this game even though I'm not really good at it. Although again, I'm not in the big...
Red 5 standing by.
Alright, let's see if I can show off. It's not very difficult, but I'll show off the easy one so maybe we can actually see a Death Star blow up. The TIE fighters, much easier. They move slower. They kind of fly at you. But as you saw, you get like no bonuses. They're gimme TIE fighters. They want you to shoot them. Alright, so here I think you avoid the surface and go straight into the trench. Yeah. And as you'll see, no obstacles. So, much easier game. Allows you to focus on just the exhaust port as you approach it.
Trust me. Yahoo! You're all clear, kid.
I missed it. Although I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to remember what exactly it is I'm supposed to be doing, whether it's shooting the exhaust port or what.
Yahoo! You're all clear, kid.
There we go, and skadoosh. The Death Star is vanquished. And then, like every good arcade game, you just start repeating it.
I'm hit, but not bad. R2, see what you can do with it.
I think it might automatically put me on medium, but it could be wrong. If not, then it's just different waves. I know that on medium you automatically start on wave 3.
Red 5, I'm going in.
Well, at least I got DS612. Okay, so this time the cannons are on the ground only. And I don't know why, but for some reason there just seems to be just the right amount of pitch and yoke to the GameCube controller. That it's somewhat emulating the control stick from the arcade game quite well for me right now.
Let's go.
I will, Obi.
One strong. R2 trying to treat the power.
Ah, I missed it. I still can't remember if I'm supposed to touch it or if I'm supposed to shoot it. I can't seem to remember right now. Ah, and there we go. All right, well, so there's an idea of Star Wars. I could honestly play it all day, but again, my intrigue is to kind of get you to try to play it. So anyway, all right, so let's end this game. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. All right, and you get dumped back on the arcade. By the way, I probably didn't mention the way you unlock these is either playing through the game and you buy them as power-ups, or you can just put in a password. So there's that. Okay, so this is a modification of that previous game, only they've put it on Hoth and various other locations. So here we go. We'll go on wave 1. Here we go. The executor. They're looking for us.
Hit the ground near you.
And of course,
Destroy it sometime.
what Hoth level wouldn't be complete without probe droids and ATSTs, right? The immortal enemy of...
Force is with you. That is the system. And I'm sure Skywalker is with me. We'll find an
Sorry.
Imperial walker.
The immortal...
Use your harpoons and tow cables. Shield
Okay,
doors
shouldn't-
must be
trying
closed.
to remember how to use my harpoons and tow cables.
Prepare to make the jump to light speed. I want that shit knocked.
Okay, now we go back to TIE fighters. I love the music here. I think every time you complete a challenge, you get a letter.
Asteroid not concern me, Admiral.
Okay, and here's where you're... The arcade sounds version of this is fantastic.
One more time, eh? More time? Oh, thank goodness we're coming out of the asteroid field. The son of Skywalker must not become a Jedi. Destroy us.
Wave
He will
completed.
join us or die.
Shields gone. Do I get my shields back?
Something outside the base.
No. I think here you're just trying to take out the probe droids so that they don't kind of tell the Empire where you are.
General, prepare your troops for a surface attack. We have spotted Imperial walkers. Use your harpoons and tow cables.
How do you use your tow cables? Aha! That's how.
Over the lake, it might be our only
The
chance of
B
stopping
button. Yeah, there's an AT-AT down.
I want that ship knocked.
Pray for me against these TIE fighters. Ah! Oh yeah, and then this is how you would put in your stuff. Here we go, I'm FJ. Alright,
Force be with you.
let's go into medium since I already know what the waves are.
We picked up something outside the base.
I need 8 probe droids for the bonus. Where are you guys?
Droid of some kind. General, prepare your troops for a surface attack. We have spotted Imperial walkers.
There's a harpoon and tow cable. There's another one.
Watch that bonfire, boys.
All tow cables are gone, so I better watch out.
Start the evacuation. Prepare to make the jump to light speed.
Alright, here we go.
I want that ship
Now
knocked.
with the Millennium Falcon. Trying to show off any semblance of precision. Come on, Ty. I missed the TIE fighters. Boo.
One more time, eh? One time? Oh.
Trying to recall if that's more of a shooting sequence or not. But anyway, so there you go. Very cool game. Very cool, like, modification. So, and I do love the music. It's got, I don't know, just that sound, man. It's just so perfect. So anyway. And now for the one that if you listen to the first part of our Star Wars video game podcast called A Long Time Ago, ... we kind of ragged on Return of the Jedi. So here we go. This takes a very different approach, as you'll soon see. It is a, this comes out a lot later, 1984, and it is a, let's see here, I'm going to go easy. Graphics are upgraded significantly, taking more of a cartoony approach, and it's an isometric view of ship combat. It goes back and forth between the Endor speeders, and there will also be a sequence with the Lando Calrissian Millennium Falcon. What you want to do is either get the best of the speeders by working around them, or there are obstacles like that. You're not supposed to crash. You're supposed to just go right in between, and then things are okay. But since I suck at this game, and I can test that this game kind of sucks anyway, we see what we see here. Although anything on Endor will always be you trying to see not get hit by trees, and that'll have varying degrees of success or failure. Yay! Ewok Village! Alright, let's see how I can do in the Death Star, but I don't think I have enough life left.
To the strongest power source. It should be the power generator.
Alright, so here's the joke of it, is this is the easy level. So imagine how hard this gets when things speed up at full speed and the TIE fighters are actually jack-offs. And see, like, I don't even know what hit me. Like, technically, maybe a TIE fighter hit me, but, like, TIE fighters have been hitting me this whole time. So, your guess is as good as mine on that. All right, let's go again. Even on easy, I'm just dying like crazy.
Hi, Aiden. Wait for me.
Leia. And that's what Jam was talking about, where these hazards with the Ewoks can actually kill you too. Alright, that was a pretty good one. Made it straight through. Like that.
Here goes nothing.
You said it, Lando. Billy D. Williams knew. He knew, man. He's like, oh, Fred's playing it. Here goes nothing. Bashing right into the barrier, proven. Oh, God, and you have to start over. No wonder I didn't get anywhere. See?
Here goes nothing.
I did play this for fun like a couple nights ago, just so I'd have some familiarity with it when I was playing it for this video. And of course, I did have one run, one time, that was like a perfect run. But it was very short-lived. I think the secret was to keep moving.
Go for the power regulator on the North Tower.
What? Oh, I did take it out.
Hi, Aiden.
But I guess I didn't escape. I don't know. In that version, Lando dies, but the Death Star still blows up, right? That was the alternative ending when it was Revenge of the Jedi. I don't know why I would try to go through there. Seems like a crazy thing to do, and no real perks. Ah. There's me getting thrown. Ah. But I got the 2,000 points. All right. Here we go. Let's put the initials in, the old initials. Boom. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to end it. Again, a little bit of a shorter video, but that's just because I wanted to entice you. So, as like I said, as you'll probably come to see, there isn't... again, I don't want to play it or talk about it, but Rebel Strike, not the greatest game in the world. In fact, not even the... definitely not the weakest of the Rogue Squadron games, but definitely not much of a great game at all, or a good game at all. But what it does have that is amazing, aside from Progressive Scan, is this documentary, trailers, and of course the arcade. So if you manage to pick it up for like 10-15 bucks, it's probably worthwhile just to get these arcade games. Anyway, we will be coming back next week. I already know what it's going to be, but I promised Sean and Sid I wouldn't let the cat out of the bag for another lost treasure of gaming. But in the meantime, this is Fred Rojas saying peace out.